Hello, welcome to Rifle Online. I'm your host Sean. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Just an update on my Les Paul Tribute here. I did a lot of work to it, and all of the video was corrupted. I am so sorry. And if you want to know, because it's kind of a funny story, how it was corrupted, I on the weekends a lot of times I sleep on the floor in the living room with my German Shepherds because they're getting older and they're not always really keen on getting up on the bed, and they like to sleep with me. So it's really fun. It's like a camp out for us. So I keep my phone on the floor with me, and evidently they had licked the lenses quite a bit. And when I didn't check, I videoed everything, and it was a mess. It was just all hazy and horrible. So here it is. I cleaned it up really well, which I wanted to show you how I cleaned it. I will do another video on that, but clean, polished. I replaced this pickup with a JB. So I have right now the Gibson 480R, which I love in the bridge, or excuse me, in the on the neck position, and then Seymour Duncan JB in the bridge, my favorite pickup in the world. I also replaced these pickup rings because the ones that were on here were not Gibson, so I put some Gibson rings on it. Also Gibson poker chip because it was not. I have a picture, I believe, of how this was wired. These came with a PCB, and for whatever reason, the person who had this felt like they needed to hand wire it. PCBs are fine, they sound fine. Easy to switch pickups, but it looked like an 8-year-old tried to wire this, so it was just crap. I got CTS pots, orange drop capacitors, and hand wired everything. I have a picture of that, and I think I have a picture of how it looked before. I'll show both, but whoever did this also tried to shield it with some aluminum foil, and it was just, honestly, it was shorting everything out. So, long story short, if you're going to spend a lot of money on a Gibson, don't screw it up by trying to rewire it if you don't know what you're doing. And a PCB board is fine. They sound fine. Anyway, this thing is fantastic. I also oiled the fretboard. It looks so good. Again, just a real good cleaning. It sounds wonderful. I am running through my guitar rig is my little PV Basics or Basic 60, which is a 60-watt bass amp with 112. It's a great sounding guitar amp, and I have a little chorus on it, and I have this Metal Monster distortion pedal. It's generally what I use. But also when I wired this, I was gonna wire it possibly 50s style. I thought about 60s style, but I wanted to make sure I had all the harmonic overtones, so I thought, well, let's go modern. I generally don't use my tone circuits, but I kind of wanted this to be a little more versatile, so I did something a little unusual. The JB is just hooked straight up to the volume, and it is not hooked up to the tone. It's all there. I just don't have it hooked up. Whereas the rhythm pickup, I do have the tone circuit hooked up. So this is, we'll call it Flannery wiring. Probably not for everybody, but I like it. I usually don't use tone circuits, but I'm going to try to experiment more with them. Anyway, this thing sounds fantastic. Listen to Rifle every day. Rock on.